Yo, what's up? It's Amaya, aka 18 Tapes, and this is the first episode of my pod. I don't really know if it's a podcast, it's just my first video. A few of y'all might know me from Instagram. I got a cooler, 1700 over there on 18 Tapes on Instagram. If y'all follow me, I'm a video editor, graphic designer type. Let me go ahead and plug that. A few of y'all might know me from there. And, I'm excited to do this. A lot of people that I know kind of told me, why don't you start a basketball podcast? I'm excited to get this. I'm excited to get this video edited and up. So for today, for my first video, I kind of want to talk about teams that I'm excited to see this year, strictly based off their off-season moves. But I do want to make it clear. First episode, I'm letting y'all know what is today. On August, whatever, I don't know what today's date is. August 12th, 2021. I'm telling y'all, I have two favorite teams in the NBA. I am a fan of two teams. Yes, you can be a fan of two teams. And yes, I am a fan of two teams. I am a fan of the Houston Rockets because I am from Houston, Texas. And I'm a fan of the Miami Heat. I started watching basketball in 2011. My favorite basketball player of all time is Dwayne Wade, and I will always be a fan of the Miami Heat. Like I said, yes, you can be a fan of two teams, and yes, I am a fan of two teams, and I'm letting that be known today in the offseason so that when my teams go to the finals and I'm celebrating, I don't want anybody to be like, oh, you're bandwagon because they made it to... No, I've been here. And you can check my tweets. I've been tweeting about both these teams for years. So, just putting that out there. So, like I said, I do want to talk about teams that I'm excited to see this year, strictly based off the offseason. So, that includes free agency and also the draft. So, I'm going to save my two teams for the end because obviously I'm excited to, see Miami and the Rockets. But like I said, I'm going to put those at the end. So, I want to start off with the Charlotte Hornets. I feel like this is a given. Most people I've talked to are excited to see the Charlotte Hornets this upcoming season. They drafted James Bouknight out of UConn, who is a great scorer, averaged, I think, 18 or 19 in college. I don't keep up with college ball that much, but I think he averaged about 18 or 19 points. He's been great in the summer league so far. Just today, he dropped 23. They also drafted Kai Jones out of Texas, catching bodies in the summer league, by the way. Dunked on Kenneth Faried in their first game, dunked on someone today. Super athletic guy. They also drafted JT Thor and Scotty Lewis. I don't know too much about those picks, I'm gonna be honest, but they are, looking decent in the summer league, so shout out to them. Free agency, they pick up Kelly Oubre, who I think is going to be a good pickup for them. Kelly Oubre wasn't really doing his thing in Golden State, I can't lie, but I think now coming to Charlotte, a younger team where guys are going to be able to spread their wings more, I think this will be better for Kelly Oubre versus being in a already, pre-established system in Golden State. He also isn't the best shooter, and I think he struggled with that. He shot 32% from three last year. Oh my God. They also picked up Ish Smith. Okay. They lose Malik Monk. They lose Devontae Graham, and they lose Cody Zeller. I still don't really get the Devontae Graham move. Not from the Hornets side, though. More from the Pelicans side, but I'm not here to talk about the Pelicans today, so I'm not going to, dive too far into that. The next team that I'm super excited to see this upcoming year, the Chicago Bulls. I am a huge Lonzo Ball fangirl. I am a Lonzo Ball fangirl. When Lonzo was going to be drafted, I was screaming triple B's to anyone who would listen. I love Lonzo Ball, and I'm super excited for him to go to the Bulls to play alongside Zach LaVine, who I also love a lot. And I was a Bulls fan for a year. Back in that year that a lot of D-Wade fans don't talk about, when he decided to, pack up his bags and go home to Chicago. So I was a Bulls fan for a year, so I think just for that reason, I should be able to, now jump on the Bulls bandwagon now that they're going to be good, because I was a fan, a few years ago. So, I'm back, okay? I'm back, Bulls fans. I hope y'all take me with open arms. I'm here for Lonzo and LaVine, so let's go. They got DeRozan too, which I think is a great pickup for them. DeRozan He's a great, great player. He's going to do his thing regardless. But I'm just happy about Lonzo and Zach. When they announced Lonzo going, I was, already tweeting. I actually tweeted a video like, that's why he's the GOAT.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
And it didn't even get any likes, but I didn't delete it because nobody's going to tell me that I am a Lonzo Ball bandwagon whenever him and Zach LaVine are in the championship. Yes, I know they're not going to the championship, but whatever. Okay, and like I said, they pick up DeRozan, who averaged 21 points last season. DeRozan's just a very consistent guy. He's been averaging 20 since 2013, 2014, something like that. DeRozan's gonna do DeRozan things. As far as that 3-point shot, though, that 3-point shot is gonna have to get developed. We know that Lonzo was able to develop a 3-pointer in New Orleans over this past year, and we know Zach is gonna do his thing from 3. So a 3 isn't necessarily, needed for DeMar DeRozan, but just with the direction that the game is going, he's gonna have to, eventually get better from the 3-point line. I think he averaged 25 or 26 from 3, but the fact that he's still, averaging his 20 without shooting a 3, like I said, DeMar's going to do his thing. He's going to get his points. But will he have to at some point develop this 3? Yes. They also pick up Caruso. I think he'll be good coming off the bench alongside Kobe White for the Bulls. So yeah, I'm sure P. Willie will be starting for them. P. Willie has been going off in the summer league, but I'm not going to sit here and talk about P. Willie because that doesn't have anything to do with, their offseason. They lose Daniel Tice. They lose Garrett Temple, Tomas Satoransky, Thad Young, and Al-Farouq Aminu. They'll be fine. The Bulls will be fine. I'm sure they'll be in the playoffs, not in the play-in, in the playoffs. So shout out to them. Next up, I'm really excited for the Warriors. And I know this is supposed to be about the offseason. So I am going to talk about their draft a little bit, just a little bit. But I am excited for the Warriors, mostly because Klay is back. And I love Klay Thompson. So I'm super excited to see him back on the court. We know Steph was going insane this past year. So, if Steph keeps that up and they get Klay back, the Warriors are back. The Warriors are back in the playoffs. They also draft Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody. And I can't believe that they got both of them, because Moses Moody was projected to go to them at 7. So the fact that they were able to get Moody at 14, the Warriors are just the luckiest team in the league. And Jonathan Kuminga has been playing amazing in the summer league. He's been great. So I'm excited to see them on the team. I'm sure they're going to be both coming off the bench, which I kind of hate. I wish Kuminga could have went to a team and started. So for their free agency, they pick up Otto Porter, who I think will be great for them as long as he stays healthy. We know health has been an issue for him for these past few years. They also pick up Nemanja Bjelica. And then, the death beam must have been pointed at Earth.
Of everyone on Golden State, open shot, fate of the universe on the line, or the Martians have the death beam pointed at Earth, you better hit it. I want Iguodala. Iguodala's got ice water in his veins.
Because the Warriors got Iguodala back on the squad, So, shout out to Iggy. Oh, sorry. He said he doesn't like to be called Iggy. Shout out to Andre Iguodala. With the death being pointed at Earth, back on the Warriors roster with his brother Steph Curry. So that's going to be good for them. They lose Kelly Oubre, who I talked about earlier. Not much of a loss for them. Like I said, he wasn't really great on their roster. He didn't really fit what they had going on. They also lose Kent Bazemore. Again, not really a loss for them. Klay Thompson is back. Who cares? Next up, I am very excited to see Jalen Suggs. Not the Magic. I'm not excited to see the Magic. I'm excited to see Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs has been killing it in the summer league. On both ends of the floor. He's been great offensively. He's been great defensively. And that first game that they had that went into overtime, he was the reason that, they took that dub over the Warriors because of his great defensive play. Cole Anthony was out there throwing the ball away, and here comes Jalen Suggs, to save the day. So I'm very excited to see Jalen Suggs. I kind of don't like that he's on the Magic because that means I'm going to have to watch Magic games. But shout out Jalen Suggs. Now I'm going to get into my two teams. I'm going to start off with the Heat. shout out Miami, man, because we picked up Kyle Lowry. And I'm super excited to have Kyle Lowry on the roster. I hate that we had to lose Goran Dragic to get him. But, I mean, I kind of knew that was going to happen. But like I said, I'm super excited to get Kyle Lowry. We also pick up PJ Tucker. And as a Rockets fan, I love PJ Tucker. I'm glad he got himself a ring. Now let's get another one down here in South Beach. We also pick up Markieff Morris, which is not the better of the Morris brothers. But, you know, we needed more bigs. So I'm glad that we picked up both PJ Tucker and Markieff Morris. Those are two guys that can run the floor for us. So that's a W. That's a W free agency for Miami, while also getting a great point guard in Kyle Lowry. You know, of course he's older, but I mean he's 2 years removed from a championship, 3 years removed from a championship. Then we re-signed Duncan Robinson, which was a W. Shout out to Duncan Robinson. I really didn't want to lose him. We needed that shooting to stay around. So yeah, we also re-signed Vic on a minimum contract. We re-signed Dwayne Dedmon again. We needed bigs. We re-signed UD to be, you know, that coach off the bench, getting his $2.6 million this year. So shout out to Udonis Haslem. We also re-signed the G Leaguers, Max Strus, Omer Yurtseven, and Gabe Vincent. Max Strus, the Strus is loose. He's been doing his thing in the summer league. Had 32 points yesterday and a game winner in sudden death. So shout out to him. We lose Kendrick Nunn. We lose Trevor Ariza. We lose Nemanja Bjelica. And if the death beam is pointed at Earth, I mean, we're not going to be good because we lost Andre Iguodala. And then the one that hurts the most is losing Goran Dragic. Like I said, Goran Dragic is a Heat lifer, Heat legend. I really hope he's able to come back to the team to finish off his career. And I honestly really hope he gets a ring. Even if it's not in a Miami Heat uniform, I hope that Goran Dragic is able to get a ring. He deserves it. He really deserves it. I really hope he is able to get that championship somewhere. And I'm not going to talk about it too much because now I'm getting emotional because I love Goran Dragic and I really wish he could have stayed on our team. Goran, if you're listening to this, I really appreciate you for everything that you've done for this organization. And I really, like I said, I really hope you can get a championship, even if it's not in a Miami Heat uniform. So shout out to you, man. You're a dog. You're a fighter. You went out there, gave it 110% every time. So shout out to Goran Dragic. And lastly, I'm going to hurry up and go through this last team because I didn't want this video to be this long. The Houston Rockets, my other team. I'm so worked up about Goran Dragic now. I don't even know how I can talk about the Rockets, but we get the number 2 pick, Jalen Green. We trade for Alperen Şengün, the GOAT. Şengün for MVP is what, I'm posting about on Twitter. We get Usman Garuba, and then we get Josh Christopher, who has been amazing in the summer league. But, so has Jalen, so has Şengün. I'm actually watching the Rockets game right now, game 3 for them in the summer league. And Jalen Green is actually out with a hamstring strain, so I hope that's something that he can recover from quickly. In free agency, we pick up Daniel Tice. Cool, we needed bigs. Christian Wood was the only big on the roster. And DJ Wilson, but Christian Wood was the only big on the roster, so picking up Daniel Tice is a W, and then Şengün, and then Garuba. So I think we had a really good offseason. I don't know if we'll make the playoffs. I'm rooting for us always. We lose Kelly Olynyk and Sterling Brown. Cool. Because we got the GOAT, Alperen Şengün. So I think we're in good hands. Thank you guys for watching this first video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I don't really have a schedule or anything yet. I'm just going to kind of upload when I have time, when I have ideas. So thank y'all for really watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll link all that stuff in the description. So thank y'all so much.